Hello everyone and welcome back to my true crime channel. I hope you're all well and having a good day. I've been looking back through all of the interviews that Summer Wells's parents have given, and I've found, and I'd already heard it before, but I've found it again, a major red flag from Don Wells, a major slip up, and I want to share it with you guys. So Don Wells gave an interview by himself a number of weeks ago, and in it were huge red flags throughout. But after listening to it again, there's something that I spotted first time round, and after listening to it over and over again, I've realised that there is one major, huge red flag flying for Don Wells, massive, great big red flag flying for Don Wells. But what's new? And I want to share this with you, the major slip up that Don makes in this interview. So the interview was done via telephone, so there is no picture or, it wasn't a video. It's a telephone call between Don and a media company, I believe, in Tennessee, in his local area. And I want to share that with you. I want to read to you now what Don says. So he says, well, when there's an abduction, I mean, what else would you call it? Her disappearing. I don't understand that, But yeah, somebody was either hiding in the weeds there or waiting for, and here I can't be certain what he says. He either says she or shade, so I presume he means she, but he says something else there, it's not quite certain, to come in the basement. So that's, but yeah, somebody was either hiding in the weeds there or waiting for she to come in the basement. But yeah, I mean, we weren't 30 feet. She weren't, they weren't 30 feet away when she got gone. So let me just go back through that again, because this is the huge, huge red flag for Don Wells, the major slip up. Don Wells cocked up pretty badly here. So let me read that again for you guys, and I'll do it a bit slower and emphasize where the problems are. But yeah, I mean, we weren't 30 feet. Then he changes it to she weren't. Then he slips another we out. I will be showing this for you guys quite a few times so that you can hear it, because it's really shocking. Then he says they weren't. So let me run through that again, guys, because it's quite a lot to get your head round. But yeah, I mean, we weren't 30 feet. She weren't. They weren't. So in other words, Don Wells was there. That's what I'm taking from this. He's got guilty knowledge of what happened to his daughter. I've always thought that. And now I believe, and I'm pretty certain, that he was there when Summer disappeared. He let the truth slip out there, another little truth leak from Don Wells, by saying, I mean, we weren't 30 feet. It means he was there, in my opinion. And as always, guys, it's just my opinion. But then he says, I mean, we weren't 30 feet. She weren't. They weren't. So in other words, he was there. He then tries to say it was just Candace. She weren't. Then we again. Then they weren't. So I'm just going to run through it again. He then says, I mean, we weren't 30 feet. So that makes me believe he was there. She weren't, as in Candace. We, as in him again, but then, oops, mustn't say that. They weren't, as in Candace and Grandma, presumably. So we weren't 30 feet. She weren't. They weren't. So I'm just going to run through all of that again for you guys with the bit on the end that I've not read yet. But yeah, I mean, we weren't 30 feet. She weren't. They weren't 30 feet away when she got gone. Yeah, I mean, maybe 40 at the most. I don't know. So somebody's took my daughter. Don Wells, there's always red flags flying for you, mate. You need to shut up. You need to stop dropping yourself in it. From that statement alone, that tells me, as a statement analyst, that you are a liar. You have guilty knowledge of what happened to your daughter. And I do believe now that you definitely did go home. Now, did Candace go and meet Don? Did Don come back to the property? Was it not just Candace and Grandma that were there when Summer apparently vanished? I have always thought that Don wasn't at work all day. The whole story about what car he did or didn't take, the fact that he felt that he needed to use the new car because he hadn't been using it much, even though his job as a drywaller would have made the car really dirty with all his tools, none of that's ever added up. I cannot wait until the police, maybe when this is solved, hopefully it's going to be solved, let us know what their phone records show, because I bet you they drop them in it big time. So I'm just going to play for you now, guys, the clip of the audio from this interview from Don. I'm going to play it quite a few times so that you listen to it and that you don't miss the bit that I'm talking about. You can't miss it, but the more you listen to it, so do listen to it quite a few times. I'm going to include it more than once. Listen to it again and again and realise that the truth was slipping out of Don Wells's mouth, for once the truth, but then he had to correct himself and tell a lie. Obviously that's not correcting himself, but to Don it is. Narcissist Don. Shocking.
There was never somebody that just disappeared without a clue that I know of. I'm sure it happens, but not that I've ever seen in my life.
Well, when there's an abduction, I mean, what else would you call it?
Yeah.
Disappearing. I don't understand that. You know. But yeah, if somebody was either hiding in the weeds there, waiting for the shade, either come in the basement. But yeah, I mean, we weren't 30 feet. They weren't 30 feet away when she got gone. Well, when there's an abduction, I mean, what else would you call it?
Yeah.
Disappearing. I don't understand that. You know. But yeah, if somebody was either hiding in the weeds there, waiting for the shade, either come in the basement. But yeah, I mean, we weren't 30 feet. They weren't 30 feet away when she got gone. Yeah. I mean, maybe 40 at the most.
Right.
I don't know.
Okay.
So somebody got her. Somebody was either hiding in the weeds there, waiting for the shade, either come in the basement. But yeah, I mean, we weren't 30 feet. They weren't 30 feet away when she got gone. Well, when there's an abduction, I mean, what else would you call it?
Yeah.
Disappearing. I don't understand that. Either come in the basement. But yeah, I mean, we weren't 30 feet. They weren't 30 feet away when she got gone. Well, when there's an abduction, I mean, what else would you call it?
Yeah.
Disappearing. I don't understand that. Either come in the basement. But yeah, I mean, we weren't 30 feet. They weren't 30 feet away when she got gone. But yeah, I mean, we weren't 30 feet. They weren't 30 feet away when she got gone. But yeah, I mean, we weren't 30 feet. They weren't 30 feet away when she got gone.
So guys, what do you think? Is that a truth leak? Is that a major, huge, massive slip up from Don Wells? I personally think so. I've been studying statement analysis for quite a lot of years now. It's my passion in life. I love it. I look up to people like Peter Hyatt, who I thoroughly recommend that you go across to his channel. He has got a YouTube channel. He's an extremely experienced and knowledgeable statement analyst, and I thoroughly recommend that you go across to his channel. I've been following him for a number of years now, and his insight into Summer Wells's case and her father are really interesting. A lot of the things that he said I agree with, and I've been thinking for a number of months, and it's fantastic to hear from someone like Peter with his level of experience and knowledge, his wealth of knowledge, especially in missing people cases. This can only be a good thing that he's got involved in the case. I'm really pleased to see that he has been analysing Summer's parents' statements, especially Don, and Peter concluded that potentially abuse was going on in the family, potentially between Summer and Don. I think you know what I'm getting at when I say that. It's not nice to know, but I do recommend you watch Peter's latest video on Summer because it's extremely fascinating. So guys, what do you think? Pop your comments below. Do you think that that was a slip up from Don? Do you think he was leaking the truth? Personally, I do. I don't see why you would mess up that many times over who was doing what, whether it was we, whether it was her, whether it was they. You know, why can't he just tell the truth? I think it was we. I do believe that he was there. I've never bought the story that he was at work all day, so I want to know what you think, guys. Tell me what you think. Pop your comments below. Do you think Don was really there? And do you think what I've just read to you and the audio that I've shown to you or played to you prove that Don Wells was there on the day that his 5-year-old daughter, Summer Wells, disappeared? So the more and more I listen to Don Wells' statements, especially Don over him and Candace. I mean, Candace does leak the truth as well. I believe she has guilty knowledge of what happened to Summer too. But Don Wells is always leaking the truth. He's always letting things slip out that he doesn't mean to. Maybe he doesn't realise that people like me, and especially people like Peter Hyatt, who has years and years and years of experience in statement analysis, are going to catch him up, figure out that he's a liar, look at all the red flags from him, listen back to these interviews and find all these weird things that he does. You know, the language that he uses when talking about his missing daughter is not normal. The minute I saw these two people on the telly nearly 3 months ago, I thought, wow, you know what really happened to your daughter. So as I said, guys, share with me your thoughts on this. Do you think Don was involved in Summer's disappearance? Pop them comments below. Did you hear this when you first heard this interview? This slip up between we, they, her, I? Ooh, I don't know. Well, there wasn't an I, but there might as well have been. He couldn't make his mind up there. I do think he meant we. That was the first thing that he decided to say, which normally is the brain's way of letting the truth out, because it's the first thing you think of. Normally that's the truth, not a lie. When you have to think about a lie, you normally need a few seconds. He realised he'd slipped up, but he kept slipping up. He continued to slip up, and to me, it's a massive red flag. Well, guys, I'm going to continue analysing Don's many statements. There are so many to listen to, so many interviews that he's done. It's taken me quite a lot of hours and days to do this. I will bring you more little nuggets like this that I find, more truth leaks as and when I find them, and I really hope that you've enjoyed my assessment of this today. I just want to say a huge thank you and a big thumbs up to all my new subscribers. I really appreciate you guys. I really enjoy reading all your comments. I love knowing your thoughts and views on this case in particular. So please pop them comments below and let me know about what you think that I've discussed today with you in my video. Well, guys, as always, I hope you're all well. I hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you are in this great big world of ours. I hope you're keeping safe. I hope all your family and friends are well. And as always, I'm going to be back with you with another true crime video very soon. Bye for now.